I'm about my money, Bill. Your mouth ain't running shoes. Will, you better hustle seals. Book as well, but that is it. Hey, 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 hey. Flip that money. Y'all ready to flip that money, start a business? Listen to me. Come on in if you are sick and tired. Hello, of robbing Peter to pay Paul. If you confused and don't know what to do, if you confused and don't know what to do, you sick and tired of robbing Peter to pay Paul. Your boss getting on your lizard, Trizai, what they be saying, Trizai, Nervai. They getting on your nerve. You have more money at the end of your money. Come on in, guys. I gotta tell you, I just got through talking to one of my students. I'm gonna tell y'all what she told me. Period. Whoop whoop. Come on in, guys. We're gonna talk about how you can tap into this recession-proof business. Y'all can see the flyer. Tap the screen for me. If you can see the flyer, tap the screen for me. We live on all social media platforms today. If you can see the screen, tap it for me. If you can see the flyer, tap the screen for me. Come through, guys. Y'all know we can't tap our own screen. So send your girl some likes. It don't hurt for you to tap the screen. If you can watch, you can tap. Take that finger and tap the screen. Hello. Hey, Danny. Okay, guys. So we live on all social media platforms today. If y'all are sick and tired, if you sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you tired of never having enough money, maybe you got money, you just want freedom. Some people just want freedom. They don't care nothing about it. They just want some freedom. They just want some time to themselves so they can do other things. This live is for you guys. We're going to talk about how you can tap into this recession-proof business as a specimen collector, doing workplace screenings for different substances. Hello, a cup of pee, a cup of pee. Guys, as a specimen collector, when you get certified, you can get certified and do mobile testing. Mobile testing. This is not a hard industry to get into. The work is not hard. Okay. If you can read, if you can write, you can do this, right? If you can read, you can write, you can do this. Okay. We do tests for both the Department of Transportation, DOT, and non-DOT. A lot of these companies, they need you to come out to their location and do collections for them. So anybody, so especially for transportation, guys, DOT, that is the Department of Transportation. Anybody that has a CDL license, anyone that drives a big truck, flies a plane, operates a train, public transportation, and school bus, they fall under DOT. Anybody with a CDL license, they are mandated by law to get tested. Okay, it's federally mandated. So you entering into this industry, you have already set yourself up to win. You're putting yourself in position for a bag to chase you. So that's random testing, pre-employment. You guys know that companies expand all the time. They're always hiring. So anytime a company needs to hire someone, cha-ching, you have the opportunity to get a bag, right? Anytime there's an accident, post-accident, that happens all the time, reasonable suspicion, return to duty. And guess what? Every 3 months, these employees have to get a test. So that's every quarter. So every quarter, you have the opportunity to make a bag in this industry if you put yourself in position. Okay. For DOT testing, we charge it anywhere between 125 and up. Okay. For non-DOT, I always say 55 to 85. I just had a call with one of my students this morning, right before I got on the live, and she's been charging $100 for non-DOT. She's in Georgia, right? I tell you guys all the time, this is your business. You can charge what you want to charge. And the fact that you are dealing with businesses, good morning, they have money. These companies don't care about these prices. They understand that it takes money to make money. They don't care about that little $100, little $125, that little $175, $1,800, two. They don't care. They make money. You're putting yourself in position where you're dealing with multi-million-dollar companies here. Okay. And if your back is up against the wall, hello, and you want to get out of the struggle, you want to tap into this industry because you have something to sell, for sale of service, and something to offer to a business. Guys, my training is a self-paced course. It's a self-paced course for self-paced learning, no degree required. Once you get certified, your certification is valid in all 50 states for 5 years. In my course, I have a list of labs that you can partner with. You only need one. You don't need a lot of labs. One lab, okay, that's all you need. Partner with the lab, and though when you partner with the lab, you will send your specimens to the lab. You're going to ship it to the lab. The lab is going to send you all of your supplies, everything that you need to do a collection for free. Some of them may charge a setup fee. Some of them don't charge a setup fee, and they'll send you all your supplies for free. If you do pay a setup fee, any supplies that you get will be free from once you do the setup fee. Got to be transparent about that because that's what I do over here. Okay. Anyway, also, being is that the lab is going to, do all your analysis for you, ship you all of your supplies, and pay for prepaid postage for FedEx mailers because you're going to ship it to them. They charge a fee. You don't even have to pay. Listen, y'all know it costs about $30 to send a FedEx, right? 24 right next day. That costs a bag, right? So they charge us a fee to do the analysis for us. Okay. They don't love us and just want us to make money. They want to make money too. That's why they partner with us. Okay. So you can pay anywhere between 7, 17, 10, 12. Each lab is different, right? I have a girl that pays 7, I pay 16. You may pay 20, you may pay 30. It just depends on the lab. At the end of the day, you're gonna make a profit in this industry. It takes money to make money. Okay. Now the labs, they partner with us because they're smart. Okay. These labs are smart. If you want to go fast, you go by yourself. You want to go further, you take people with you. They listen, one of my students, when she first started, she was contracted out by a lab to come to their location to do the collections in-house, right? She was getting paid per test, and she was also getting paid more than the employees. Guys, you'll be like, why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just pay their employees? Guys, employees are a liability. This is why so many people are losing their jobs to AI. Companies don't want to have to pay, they want to make money without the responsibility. So when they partner with us, we help them make money and save money at the same time. When they have employees, they have to worry about their issues if they decide to come to work or not. They got to pay them worker. They got to pay them insurance, dental, vision, 401k, workers' comp. If they get hurt on the job, maybe possibly even get sued. If they fire them, now they have to pay them unemployment, right? So these type of things happens in the workplace. Plus, the people that they are hiring, that they have there, they're not using their own unique skills, creativity to bring them any extra money, right? They getting paid by the hour. They chilling. When they ain't got no customers, no clients, what they doing? On TikTok, making videos, doing skits, like they're over it, right? So when they partner with us, we help them make money and save money at the same time. The labs are closing 5 o'clock. They're not open on weekends. They're not open on holidays. And they understand that they can't be in Chicago, in Georgia at the same time. Hello. They missing all that money overnight. They just missing a lot of money because they're only one location, right? They're sitting still. They can't get all these moving parts, these bags that's out here. They can't get it. But we can, right? And it's better than Nan. If they making $15 or $30, whatever they making off of each partner, they're still getting paid, right? So every lab, any company wants to expand, So if the lab gets 30,000 partners, which will be us, right? 30,000. And that's nothing in the whole United States of America. 30,000 is nothing. In this untapped market is nothing, right? But say, for instance, if they had 30,000 partners and they was getting a little $1,800 per month per partner, that's $54 million. These companies, these labs are very smart, guys. Success leaves clues. Period. Right? They marketing, they partner with us. We gonna market, right? We're marketing, we're working, right? We doing what we got to do as entrepreneurs because at the end of the day, we gonna hustle. We gonna go out here and do what we need to do. No one's paying us by the hour, so we ain't got time to be playing no games, right? And that's who they want to partner with, people with PhDs, poor, hungry, and determined. And being is that this is a recession-proof business and it's not going anywhere, a bag will always be there. It's not going anywhere. Period. Right? So this is the perfect time for you to tap into it into this industry and learn a new skill while you're at your peak, while you're working your job. Because what if you lose your job? This happened with one of my students, Yolanda, right? She started marketing before she got certified. Now, this is what I'll be talking about, right? She started marketing. She had her website, everything, marketing material before she got certified. She got certified August 21st. Okay, August 21st, she got certified. 2 or 3 days later, she got a call to come to the bus company to do some tests, right? She hadn't even got set up with a lab yet. She contacted another young lady, another one of my students that took my course. They linked up and they went to go do those tests. Over $1,500 was made in 3 hours, right? And she was marketing on Facebook, right? How come she lost her job on Tuesday? She got fired from her job on Tuesday. She had done like 40 tests. She got fired from her job on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, she was out doing another test because what? She was building her business while she was working her job. Guys, there's no such thing as job security. None. None. You should be learning something new. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's talk about how you get paid. Okay. So, being is that this is your business, it's yours. It's yours. Something you can call your own. You're going to get paid directly from the companies. Okay. You can take cash, credit card, debit card, Stripe, Square, PayPal, but you're dealing with businesses. They're going to have, they're going to pay you with a card. Okay, they're gonna have a Visa card, American Express, something. But you can take cash, credit card, debit card, Visa, Stripe, Square, PayPal, set you up a business bank account. Go to irs.gov, get your EIN number, sole proprietorship. If you want to get an LLC, you can. It doesn't matter, but you have to be set up as a business. So LLC, sole proprietorship, incorporate, whatever. Just make sure you set up as a business, okay? Set up your business bank account. Let your bank know that you want to set up a merchant account, right? So you can go through authorize.net, iHeartland, Merchant, either one. But you may deal with a company that they want to write you a check. It happens, right? Well, if they want to write you a check for $10,000, you see what I'm saying? They may decide they want to write you a check. So you can be able to accept the check. The check will clear, guys. These are companies. They spend money all the time. They ain't gotta wait. Okay? They ain't gotta wait until they get paid next week and next month to come up with no money, baby. They swiping the card. They're writing the check. This is what companies do. This is why it was no problem for me to leave online. I left for 2 years to start a trucking company with my husband. It was no thing for me to be MIA for 2 years, baby, because I'm dealing with companies here. You ain't gotta beg for no money. you ain't gotta convince, you ain't gotta do none of that. They swipe, baby, they sending the wire transfer. They sending it, they swiping the card, baby. They write the check. They ain't got time for all that extra, baby. They paying, doing what they need to do because it takes money to make money. Okay. Now, guys, being is that when you get into this industry and you will be going to the location, okay, on site, you would be mobile, right? You don't need to worry about that overhead, right? Paying so much money. Just starting off. You want to keep your overhead low. And the great thing about this industry, you can keep it low, right? Because you're mobile. 9 times out of 10, the companies that you talk to will be out of compliance. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Companies they want boots on the ground, baby. They can't stand for nobody to leave work, especially when they got projects to meet things. What y'all need to understand in the business world, people be working, always busy, okay? And from construction to transportation to healthcare, it don't matter. People are always working, okay? And when these companies know that they don't know when they're going to get a notification to send their people off to get a random test. They don't, because we have a portal. In that portal, we get a notification. It lets us know how many people need to go get a test. They'll say the name. This person need to go get a test. John, Mike, Tim, Laura, Janet, Oscar. Hello, they got to go get a test today. Okay. If these companies are working on projects, deadlines they got to meet, projects they got to complete, they're not sending their people off to go get no tests. Okay. This is going to put a disruption in their workflow. So it's not going to happen. It ain't. I'm telling you from experience. It ain't gonna happen. It's not going down. Okay, it ain't gonna happen. So now they're at risk of paying 16,000 plus per violation if they get an audit. They don't know when an auditor is gonna show up. Call when an auditor contact you. They want a screenshot of that portal. They want to know the last time your people got a quarterly or random, and they want a screenshot of that portal to see if they see anything in red and how many numbers. That's what they want to see. 10, 6, 1, it don't matter, right? So if they don't go get a test that day, which they're supposed to go within the next 2 hours, right? They don't get a test that day, they're out of compliance. And if an auditor contacts them the next day, now they're paying 16,000 plus per violation. But this is just, I guess they gamble, right? Ooh, let me not say that word on here. They play around. Right? They be shuffling and crossing their fingers and hoping they don't get hit with an audit, but they know these things happen. So you showing up, you are the solution to their problem. Because if they have to send their people off site, that's it. That's the end of the workday for them, because they got to drive to the location. Once they get to the location, they got to wait in line. They got to wait 4 or 5 hours sometimes to go get a test. People in business hate that. Time is money. So you showing up on the spot, doing their collections, that's what they want you to do. How much you charge? No problem. 125, okay. 150, 175, no problem. Thank you. Right? So when you're marketing, these are certain things that you can put in your marketing pamphlets, right? Let them know. Avoid costly fines. Hello. Avoid costly fines being out of compliance. We come to you. Don't miss any more money. Don't lose any more money sending your guys off site. We come to you. You want to keep all boots on the ground at your operation? We come to you. Guys, you know you got to market, right? The money is in the marketing. Everybody has to market their business. I just talked to one of my students today. She told me she's on her way to the university, right? Because we did a training, y'all, a while back. Remember? Well, some of y'all probably knew on here, but I did a training a while back, and we talked about the benefits of testing at the universities and why they need you, especially for anybody that's going to school for anything medical related. They have to get tests, guys. She on her way to the college. Right? Hello. Listen, this is work. Marketing, baby. She said, listen, I'm not coming up off of this at all. She said, this is a recession-proof bid. She said, I'm making good money. She said she done got her a new car. She said she got her a new car from getting some, doing her from running her business. I'm so excited for her, man. So I'm so excited for her. But anyway, so she on her way to the university, guys. This what it takes, right? You have to be willing to put in the work. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you and tell you that just because you get certified, people are gonna beat your door down. They don't know you. You have to let yourself be known. You have to put yourself out here. If you're quiet, you're broke. But I'm telling you, you can do this if you're willing to do the work. Let me let y'all hear something. If you're willing to do the work, you can do it, right? All it takes is a yes. You just got to be willing to say yes. All it takes is a yes.
I officially got certified last Thursday. I get a check
Thank you for the
message from one
line.
of my associates from the bus company. She had 32 people need to be testing. Testing 18 people. We did about 12
Thank
DOT.
you.
The other one was not DOT. That was 15. That was 1586, right? So good. I was like, I see that money come through my account. Locked in. For 3 hours of work. 3 hours of work.
That happened so fast for you.
And
I was like, Yolanda was standing on some law, baby. Law of faith, law of obedience, law of seed and harvest. Listen, she was marketing. Like, that's the type of energy that you got to have out here.
The money is out here. That was an easy $1,500 for 3 hours of work.
Right.
Where do you make that at?
It's a yes.
Mm-hmm.
You say yes, God do the right.
My money was funny, but I'm like, God, you gotta make a way. And he did just that. I'm thankful, I'm grateful. Y'all better get on the board. I'm telling you, you try to work for other people, want to work for yourself.
And I was saying, I don't sell courses, I create winners. Period.
Winners.
Yeah. Period. Point blank. Listen, she sold all her seeds. She got fired from her job shortly after that, like a day or two after that. But she had something to fall back on because she was already working her business. Guys, you can do this while you're working. You can. You build your business. Hey, good morning, yo biz. You build your business outside of what you're doing. It's okay for you to do that, but you have to be willing to do it. Because what happens if you lose your job? When people lose their job, what do? They have to go immediately to find another one. Why? Because bills are constantly coming. That's why it's a cycle that never ends. It's a hamster wheel that you can't jump off of. You have no time to think about being creative, no time to think about starting another business because you're always in survival mode. If you're sick and tired of survival mode, guys, you got to say yes. That's it. You have to be willing to make moves, take risk, stand on faith, or whatever y'all do. Me, I stand on principles. Yes, I'm always operating in the law of faith, the law of obedience, the law of seed time and harvest, the law of vibration. Hello, the law of proportional return, right? I'm always standing on principles because I know that's where I'm going to receive my predictive result, right? I don't know. I left corporate America over 13 years ago. I never know. I just know if I show up and do the work, I have to receive a harvest. When you go to work 40 hours, you expecting your check, right? You know you're going to get it. And if they don't send you your money, you going to go off. You going to be like, what my money? We gonna be beating on your chest. I'm like, don't make me go. Y'all finna have to call the popo up in here. Y'all about to make me lose my bet. Like, y'all be on that type of energy if somebody play with you about your money. You is not gonna play no games because you're expecting. It's the same thing outside of your 9 to 5. You're still working. You're still sowing a seed. So you need to expect a return. That's it. It's not magic. It's principle. It's not magic. It's law. That's all it is. So you have to be willing to stand on the law, right? You go and sow your seeds, you reap your harvest, but your harvest has a cap, baby. They capping you off at $12 an hour. $13 an hour, $15 an hour, 17, 20, whatever it is that they pay out here. They put a cap on you and they tell you this is all you're worth to us. And you accept it and you feel like there's nothing else you can do because you have listened to the intrusive thoughts that told you you're not good enough and you can't do anything outside of clocking in for these people and making them rich. And you start to believe that. This is why so many people stay in the situations that they're in. And that's it. They be like, well, this is just what it is. This is how it's supposed to be. No, that ain't how it's supposed to be. That's a lie. Because you got trillionaires out here, baby. So you trying to tell me it's true. This money is an energy that flows freely to all. But if you're saying that you can't, you ain't. Point blank in the period. Anyway, let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Anyway, guys, the money's in the marketing. You got to show up, baby. You got to show up, right? You're going to market on social media. You're going to either do market in the paper. You're going to be in the Chamber of Commerce, Black Chamber of Commerce. You're going to be being a sponsor for some of these events, maybe the schools, right? You know, some of the schools you go, you sponsor them, they'll put your big banner on the fence. It's so many ways to market your business. You may decide that you want to put an ad in a paper, right? $35 to run an ad, right? In a paper. That you're offering free random tests for the month of October or November, right? Hello. Thank you, Yolanda. Y'all tap the screen. So there's so many ways to market. You may decide that you want to do a job fair. One of my students, she did a job fair, Nurse Takira. She did a job fair and she got a contract with a delivery service, right? And guys, you don't need contracts to make money in this industry, but they wanted her on it. They gave her a contract. They want baby, because listen, it's untapped. This industry is so untapped. You got people that work at the labs that don't even know that they can start their own business. They don't know. They didn't know until they see me on TikTok. Right? One of my students, she worked at the lab for 23 years. 23 years and didn't know that she can start her own business. Guys, if you want to thrive, you got to cut out the middleman, period. You got to cut them out. It's too much money out here to be made, especially people ask about like small towns and stuff like that. Can you make money in the small? Yes, you can. The rural, of course you can. There's a lot of money to be made in the city. So people ain't going to the rural areas, right? You have to realize people in the rural areas, they have to drive 35, 40 miles, sometimes 50 miles out to get to a testing facility, right? And if they do have somewhere where they testing at in those rural areas, it's a hospital. They at the hospital where everybody else, baby, they could be there all day long. No. Go to the rural areas and sew up shop because ain't nobody going out there. You ain't got to fight with nobody. You ain't got to fight with nobody. You're there. You're the solution, right? Tap in. Go there. I tell people all the time, listen, if you married or if you single, you ain't got no children, or you got children of age, you married, you got listen, honey, I need to go out here to the rural area, do a little tour. Baby, take you a tour to the rural areas. Set up shop. Right? Pull out that old school map. Look, do your research, see how close it is for them to get to a testing facility. Make yourself known, your presence known before you get to the rural area. What? You can get a billboard for $75. You get on the radio for $35. You get in the paper for $35, right? Make your presence known before you get there. Then you get there, they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, we see your billboard. Oh yeah, we heard you guys on the radio. You are the solution. It's so much work out here to be done and so many bags out here to get, but are you willing to get it? Because let's just keep it real. Jobs can make people lazy. Let's just keep it real. So, jobs can make people lazy. Yeah, people be real lazy. Because how the hell is you at work on TikTok? Doing videos. Like, listen, they literally just want you to show up and have a post. Let's just keep it real. Jobs make people lazy. This is why they scared to leave them. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, everybody can't do that. I'm scared. What if I don't make no money? Because you're not willing to work. Hello? It's a predictive result. If you do the work, you will get the money. But people lazy. It's real. People lazy. And them jobs got people lazy and complacent. Complacent and careless. This is what's going on. And that's how they want you. Complacent. There's no such thing as job security, baby. They knocking people out left and right. Over 300 Black women have lost their jobs since July. Over 180,000 Black men have lost their jobs since July. If you look like me, if you are a Black woman or a Black male, you need to go to the link tree in my bio and register for this course, period. Anyway, guys, it's $400 to be a specimen collector, period. You need to register now, ask questions later. Because what's going on? You think they care? They don't care. They do not care. How long you been there? How many degrees you got? You're gone. They don't care. You have to care. You have to make a stand. You have to take a stand and say, no, y'all ain't finna starve me out. You gonna let them starve you out? If you give them power to feed you, baby, you give them power to starve you. Let your gifts make room for you. Hello. Anyway, it's $400 to be a specimen. If you look like me, go over there to the link tree in my bio. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all stop playing. Anyway, it's $400 to be a specimen collector. You will be certified to do both DOT and non-DOT. My course is self-paced, guys. Once you get into my training, you're going to have reading material, okay, for DOT and non-DOT. Hello. Once you get done with the reading material, there is a final exam that you take. Everything is done digitally. Everything is done digitally, okay? I have people that register for my course. They pass this written exam within an hour of registering for the course. That's how simplistic it is, okay? Okay, that's how simplistic. Hey, girl. That's how simplistic it is, okay? So you have to make at least an 86. Is it 85 or 86? Anyway, on the final exam. There's no way that you won't pass this unless you don't study. If you don't pass, you go right back in there and take it again. No charge. Free of charge. But I'm just saying, guys, don't play. Do what you're supposed to do. It's money out here to be made. This is federal. This is people's livelihoods out here. You can't be out here playing with these folks. You want to know what you're doing. And all about get an understanding. Don't get into this industry and play games because this ain't the one. This ain't the one. It can literally change your life. Period. My student said, this has changed my life. Hello, this can change your life. You better tell them, yo, this can change your life. You got to stop playing. The bag is out here and it's going to continue to be out here. It's going to be out here whether you move or not. Whether you do it or not, the bag is still going to be out here. Untapped. It's too much. It's too much to get. All 50 states, there's so much ground to cover and not enough people doing it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really think it was ever meant for us, if you look like me, to know about it. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't think it was meant for us to know about it. But now that I know, hello, I'm telling everybody. You met an airplane? Oh, but I can't wait to hear this conversation. I'm telling everybody, speaking of airplane mechanic, one of my students, she did a post-accident for a helicopter crash. Hello, the money's out here. That was her first time doing a test. You would think, why would you? Most people think that, oh, well, they're not gonna call me. They're gonna call a bigger company. That's not true. They're gonna call who's available. If you're available, whoever pick up the phone wins. That's who wins in this business. If you pick up the phone, if you're sending out correspondence, if they talk to you, receive some type of information, use some type of marketing, that's who wins. Okay, she got a call at 1 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning to come do a post-accident, right? She made over $1,800 in 3 hours, right? The bag is out here. Let me find it. The bag is out here. Hello, we gonna win. We was gonna wake up and win. Listen.
Of course, sir. I mean, I got a call in the middle of the night to come do a post-accident. I just did it. I just completed it. There's 3 people in the hospital that I'm going to have to go to the hospital. And the first thing I'm doing the test, right? Yes. It is? I need to see your paperwork. No. I did DOT. You did DOT? Yeah. So you did a split?
See, she was listening. That was her first time doing the test. I was like, oh my God, girl, wait a minute. Send me your paperwork. Listen, she answered the phone, so she made over $1,800. Hello, what y'all doing? Y'all better stop playing. The bread is out here. Listen, it don't matter who you are, who you think you are. Hello. Okay, so when they call you, what did they say?
They said, what to do. Chris, get your money. Listen. I'm gonna send you a breakdown. But when you get there, you need to make, because you hadn't even sent them the invoice for the first one. So when you get there, just make sure you get all your money. You know invoice needed, but I send you this breakdown. You never know I send you this breakdown, but you go ahead and get your money for the first one, $1,160, period. And then you're doing one more. You gotta pay for your travel. So only thing we'll need to adjust is just for non-DOT, but this is a part of the pilot crash, right? Yes. Okay, baby, we ain't no. Give them a little discount because you did the first one for them, but this one you give them a little slight discount. Not much. Just listen, they are businesses that we talk about, and they want the other two. Well, they still waiting on the other people to come. I mean, good job, Chrissy, man. You have to make about 3 G's today. So 1,160 plus 250, $1,410. Period. Yeah. That's it, Chrissy. You ran up a bag before 9 a.m., baby. I'm so proud of you, man. Period. Then they call her back to do another. She made over $1,800. Y'all stop playing. Stop. Don't play yourself. Pay yourself. You buy everything else. Crab Shack, TikTok Shop, King Stomach Go Win, Chipotle. King Stomach will win every time. So you might as well invest it into something that's going to give you a return. Learn a high-paying skill that pays the bills, because guess what, baby? 60 is knocking at your door. Time goes by fast and wait for no one. 60 knocking at your door, baby. Who gonna take care of you? You look up, you 65, titties on the ground, and you like, what the hell happened? How did this happen so fast? What happened to young girl breaking titties? Down, baby. And you're knocking on the door, got to go live with your children. I know damn well you ain't trying to live with your children. Hello, they ungrateful. You already taking care of them. They ungrateful. You see how they act when you're taking care of them. Baby, imagine how they gonna act when you got to come. Mama need a place to stay, baby. Daddy need a place to stay because I was in fear and I was scared to do anything. I thought I was only best working for other people. I never tried to do anything for myself. I chased success instead of becoming a person of value. I let fear hold me down and make me struggle. Listen, time wait for nobody to stop playing. I'm just saying, I'm telling the truth. It is normalized to go out here and spend your money on stuff that don't make no sense. But you are wired to think anything outside of that can't work for me. No, that can't work for me. That can't work. What's going on? Because on social media, everybody all that in a bag of chips. But how you really feel about yourself, though? Let's talk about that. On social media, everybody a baddie. Everybody, what do men call themselves? They call themselves baddies too. On social media, everybody a baddie. But when it's time to boss up and thrive, crickets. Everybody ain't meant to thrive. Everybody ain't meant to have money. Well, this is America and everybody's broke right now. That's a lie. I ain't broke. That's a lie. Everybody ain't broke. Everybody is not broke. Hello? Stop playing, baby, because that check, that account, gonna find you out real soon, baby. Real soon. Excuses don't pay no bills. Period. Anyway, guys, $400 to be a specimen collector. You get certified DOT and non-DOT, and it does come with the mock exam. The mock exam is where you and I meet via Zoom, and you demonstrate to me that you know how to do these 5 collection scenarios: temperature out of range, shy bladder, don't refuse to sign, and uneventful. You're going to do uneventful twice, okay? You're going to learn how to do that in training via video format. It's also going to be in your DOT guidelines. You will have that with you everywhere you go, no matter if you're doing mobile or if you have a physical location. Look, guys, don't procrastinate. You get into the training, do what you got to do. People are like literally getting done in a week, 2 weeks. They're not playing.
And listen, wintertime coming, it be real busy in the wintertime. It sure not be busy in the wintertime, baby. Holidays, baby, come up. You gonna have to come get a test right now, baby. They do not play. People go on vacation, you need a test. Holidays, test. Christmas, baby, it be busy. It's always busy, but it really picks up in the wintertime, especially post accidents. Be more accidents in the wintertime. Anyway, so come in and get your bag. Anyway, guys, payment plans are available. Sizzle, Shop Pay, Klarna, as well as Afterpay. Okay. If you want to be a specimen collector and a trainer like myself, I'm a trainer. This is what I do. I don't just sell courses. I create winners. So don't get it twisted for the people that won't listen. This is what I do. I create winners. I do what I'm passionate about. I'm working in my purpose. Are you working in your purpose? Are you excited about what you do in the mornings when you get up? I'm excited because that's what I do. Anyway, if you want to be a trainer and open up 10 plus streams of income for yourself, as a trainer, you can train your own employees for expansion. Say, for instance, you like, listen, I'm working my job, but I want to do this hiring event. Okay. But you don't need nobody to be at the hiring event just to give out information, correspondence, and things like that, your marketing material. But say, for instance, if you've been marketing and then somebody say, hey, we got your information from at a job fair. We're getting ready to have a hiring event and we may have about 50 to 100 people that we need to get tested. And you like, damn, well, I don't want to quit my job because I ain't ready to quit my job yet, right? That way, if you as an instructor, you can hire someone and you train them, to do the collections. And that's how you're able to just send them to do the hiring event. Everybody don't want to be an entrepreneur, baby. They just want to get paid by the hour. Pay them $12 an hour, whatever. Let them go get that money for you. Boom, you cool. You didn't have to quit your job or nothing, right? But you put yourself in position so you can win to expand. That's what you do. You want to go fast? Go by yourself. You want to go further? You bring people with you. Okay. Anyway, you can train your own employees. You can train other people, employees. Supervisor training all the time. And train other people, employees. Sell your own courses as another stream of income. Start your own virtual training center from anywhere you got internet. So for those of you that want to move out of the country, there you go. As long as you got Wi-Fi, you can do this. Okay. Now, as an instructor, let's go over these 10 plus streams of income. Guys, but let me keep it real. If you don't want to have to worry about other people, don't be an instructor. And please don't be no giant turkey instructor out here scamming people. Don't do that. Okay. Just be a collector, make your money, and go to the house. You ain't got to worry about nobody else. You ain't got to worry about nobody else. You ain't got to answer no phone. You ain't got to do training. You ain't got to add extra stuff in there. You ain't got to do nothing. Make your money, go home. Okay, don't be a jive turkey. There's a lot of jive turkey instructors out here. A lot. Don't be one. Okay. Anyway, as an instructor, guys, you can reach back and pull other people with you, though. Your vibe brings your tribe. There are people that are waiting for you to pop out so they can take your course because your vibe brings your tribe. It's been thousands of people that have heard me talk about this. I've sold the seed, but they're not vibing with me. They waiting on you to pop out. So as soon as you pop out, they ready. Listen, I have people tell me all the time, girl, I've been looking into this about 3 years, but the people I was watching, I wouldn't really vibe with them like that. Right? But I'm vibing with you. So that's why you got to pop out. Okay. Anyway, guys, as an instructor, you're already getting paid to do the collection. So DOT 125 plus to 250 plus. Non-DOT 55, now I'm gonna say 100. I used to say 85, but my student Lisa, she getting $100 for for non-DOT. So that's 2 streams of income. 3 streams of income. Now that you are a trainer, you're gonna promote your program, right? Just like any other trade school institutions, these colleges out here. Every time you turn on TV, come get your degree here, your bachelor's degree, so you can go and find a job that won't hire you. If they promote their stuff, you promote your stuff too, baby, because I'm going to promote mine to the rooftops. I'm sure am. Because I know what I got over here works. They ain't got to try to find no job. It's not oversaturated. It still needs a you, baby. Only thing oversaturated out here is these degrees. That's the only thing oversaturated because, baby, people can't find no job. Okay. Now that you're a trainer, you excited, you didn't look. Coach Portia, you didn't put your course together. Coach Portia, make sure your course is good for your people. Now you out here letting people know what you got. Listen, get certified. Hey, put your non-DL, how much your non-DLT course? Have y'all seen the prices out here? I know a lot of people offer them separately. DLT, non-DLT, mock, everything is separately. Mine, everything comes included, right? But I've seen non-DLT for $700, right? DLT, I've seen it for $900. That's 4 streams of income. The mock, I charge $175 for my mock. I've seen the mock for $700, I think. It's in my phone. I can show y'all if y'all want to see it. 6 streams of income, something that I offer is the mock preparation handheld session. Guys, when you start doing something new, it gives birth to new money-making ideas. You're going to receive downloads so you can be creative, right? I created the mock preparation handheld session. That's for people that have horrible anxiety when it's time to take test. Someone just booked me for that last week, I think. We paid for a mock preparation handheld session, right? Boom. I charge $175 for that. She's not on my schedule yet, but she paid for it. Okay. $175. That's 6 streams of income. 7 streams of income, guys. Mentorship. You get into this industry, you don't chase success. Instead of chasing success, pursue being a person of value, and the money will chase you down. Through knowledge and understanding, a man create. Nobody's going to book me for a mentorship if I don't know what I'm doing. I pour into myself. I learn. And all thy getting, get an understanding, because I create winners. And matter of fact, it don't take me, but listen, I help people turn their creativity into coins all the time. It don't take me to talk to you about 15 minutes, baby. And I'm going to tell you what you can be doing to make you a bag. Using your own gifts and creativity. Hello. Hello. Okay. Mentorship. My mentorship starts at $300. I think 30 minutes, $300. That's what it is. 8 streams of income, guys. Hello. Hello. You're going to have people that's already certified, right? They're already certified, but they want to be a trainer. Okay. My trainer course is only $500 if they are already certified. But as you can see, I have a bundle. Can y'all see the flyer? Where they get DLT, non-DLT, the mock, and the trainer course for only $600, right? So that's 9 streams of income. 10 streams of income, guys, I offer, since I offer the mock exam, of course I sell mock supplies. That's 10 streams of income. I also offer the error collector training. That's 11 streams of income. 12 streams of income. You may decide that you want to do in-person certification classes. One of my students, she does 2 in-person classes per month. Her classes are always full. That's 12 streams of income. 13 streams, and you know you can add on other high-paying skills, right? I have oral. I can do oral, hair collections, DNA. That's 15. 16 STT, also alcohol screenings as well. Guys, if you guys want to add on alcohol screening, STT, you want to be a screening test technician or alcohol screenings, you can go to my website and do that too. So that's 16, and I'm missing a couple. Reasonable suspicion trainers, who are all that. 17, 18 plus streams of income. Guys, what they said, you need 6. Y'all stop playing, but you got to get in it to get it. You got to allow your creativity to flow. These jobs are literally holding you down when you don't even have time to be creative. You get a creative thought, you got to throw it down. Got to bury it. You ain't work because you don't have time, right? Anyway, guys, the course is not hard. The training is not hard. Not getting into this industry is hard. The hard part is just getting you out your feelings. Once you get out of your feelings, you can do this. But you gotta get out your feelings, baby. Ain't no money in there. Okay? I had no choice but to boss up. I had no choice but to boss up because the people out there in the world was gonna tell me I'm not good enough because I don't have a degree, right? So therefore, they was gonna pay me pennies on a dollar, and I'm like, no, I'll just try another route. Okay, so I cut out the middleman, right? I know my gifts will make room for me. period. And your gifts will make room for you. Gifts that you don't even know yet. You will uncover your gifts. I have uncovered so many gifts about myself, right? When I started working online, I didn't know I was going to be a course creator. I didn't know I would start a trucking company. I didn't know I'd be doing this. I didn't know I'd be doing dispatching, drop shipping. I didn't know I was going to go away to China. I didn't know none of those things. I just knew I was tired of working for people. That's all I knew. And I had young babies at the time. My babies were younger, right? Well, not babies, but 8 and 11, whatever. No, I'm younger than that. Maybe, how old was Lele? I don't know. Anyway, 13, but my oldest is 21, my baby, 18. Anyway, they were younger, right? And you know, kids get sick, and they don't want you to take off work to see about your kids, baby. They don't even want you to take off for yourself, baby. They don't care. You can fall out on the ground. They don't care. They just gonna find somebody else to take your place. They don't care. I couldn't allow these people to take all of me. As creative as I am, amazing as I am, as witty as I am, baby, hell no. Y'all got me messed up. I know, right? I'm making them the money. Why would I waste my youth and all my energy building up people's stuff? I'm the money, right? And that's why they get mad. You the money. That's why they get mad when you don't show up for work, baby, because you are the money, right? And when you show up, the money shows up. And that's what I had to realize when I started working for myself. When I started my first business with a negative $249, I was in the negative, right? Many people ain't finna start no business in the negative. A lot of people don't move like that. But I did. I ain't had no choice. What else the hell I'm gonna do? I wasn't making but $17 an hour, right? It would have taken me 3 days to work myself out of the negative, staying at that job. But because I said, forget it, y'all got me messed up. Y'all don't know who the hell I am, right? I was in my ego, and I needed ego. At that time, I needed some ego. Okay, account negative 249. I started my business. Doing the same thing I was doing with them. Because I said, if I can do it for y'all, baby, I can do it for me. Hello, I made $2,000, guys, my first day in business. Look, Yolanda made $1,500 her first day in business. Period. One of my other girls, when she made $700 her first day in business, right? Doing these tests. But I made $2,000 my first day in business, guys. $4,000 my first full week. $8,000 my second week in business. Why? Because I had some 2-sale, 4-sale of service and something to offer to a business. Something I know now that I didn't know. I am money. I am currency, guys. You are currency. When I show up, the money shows up. But you got to show up. You are currency. When's the last time you told yourself, I am money? When is the last time you spoke out of your mouth, I am money? Comment below. If you ain't never said it, I need you to say it now and then drop an emoji below when you say it. Are you scared to say that out your mouth? I am money. I am currency. I am money. Hello, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I'm a money magnet. How often do you say those things? I am money. You know your words hold power. Can you say it? I am money. Say it. Even if you don't feel confident to say it with your whole chest, whisper it. I am money. Why you can't say that out your mouth? I want you to say I am money and then drop an emoji in the comment section. Let me see where your mind at. Thank you, Monica, because somebody got to be money around here, period. Y'all won't say it, but I bet if we could see the type of stuff you just said to these people over here on this app. Ooh, Lord. I bet you didn't call somebody something out their name on this app. You didn't bully somebody. But you won't speak into yourself. That's the problem. You don't understand who you are and whose you are. Baby, with this tongue of mine, with this power that God has blessed me with, the power of tongue, I am protected. I am health. I am wealth. I'm abundance. I am money. And I always make it. Period. What else am I speaking? Vibration release. Vibration is due, baby, because I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do according to the law. I'm expecting. I ain't begging, crying. I'm expecting. The problem is too many people go in and beg. Ain't nobody dropped an emoji but Monica. This should let you know, guys, that you need a mindset flip. And if you can't say out your mouth that you are money, or you don't want nobody else knowing that you saying those type of things, that's an issue. You need to join my Kingdom Code mentorship. It's $5 a month, baby. Your nervous system need to be rewired ASAP. ASAP. What is going on? But when you go to these jobs and you interview, they say, why should we hire you? I'm an amazing worker. I'll help you build your company. I'm always at work on time. I'm a positive person. You lying. Because you won't even speak positivity over your own self. I am money. I am health. I'm wealth. I'm abundant. You won't even say it. That's a problem. That's a problem. Hello? What are we doing? That's a problem, man. Hey, Ashley. I am money. I am currency. Y'all won't say it? Listen, I hope you say it one day. Because you got to know who you are and whose you are. Please don't get it twisted. Please. I know we in this fleshly body. But don't forget who you are and whose you are, baby. We are vibration, code, and spirit. So you got to watch your vibration. We are spirits having a human experience, baby. Don't forget about who you are and whose you are. Understand that you have power in your tongue to speak blessings or cursings. You have dominion. God gave you dominion over your own life and circumstances, businesses, skills, and gifts. You, dominion. Hello, dominion. That's what you got. And God put these kingdom systems here in place for us, and anybody can use them. It don't matter who you are. Don't matter who you are, what you think about yourself. If you cuss out John, Schmo, Blow, or Low, it don't matter. As long as you follow the principles, you'll participate in the promise. That's it. That's all. It don't matter about all that extra stuff. Principle don't go off of emotion. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's principle and principle only. That's what it goes off of. It don't matter if you're saved. It don't matter if you're perfect. It don't matter if you're praying 12 times a day and fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. It doesn't matter. It's incorruptible. It's not built off of emotion. I'm so glad God is not a God of emotions. I'm so glad principles don't act off of emotions. Only principle. Only thing that moves principle is principle. So if you ain't doing nothing principle based, you ain't moving it. But if you do things principle based, you move it. That's how it works. That's why I'm so excited about the kingdom system, the principles. I'm like, oh my God. Thank you, Lord. Every day, look, I did my gratitude this morning. Every day I do gratitude. You best believe I'm so thankful for the kingdom systems. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every morning, baby. Thank you. Thank you for kingdom systems. Thank you for kingdom time. Thank you for provision. Baby, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello? It's people out here, they want things to happen to you because they in their feelings. That ain't how God works. God has no respect to person. That's why I tell you, can be the most low down jive turkey in the world, and you participated in the principle, you're gonna take part in the promise. You see it every day. It's some low down jive turkeys out here, baby, and they living their best life because they following principle. You see on the outside the things, the gifts, the things they may have. Seek first the kingdom and all his righteousness, and all those things will be added. They following principle. Hello, there's too many people on here that'll cuss you out about God, but don't know the principles and ain't standing on them. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm finna go. Any questions? Do y'all know what dominion is? Do you know what dominion is? Do you understand that you have dominion? Do you understand the kingdom law? Do you understand kingdom laws? Do you understand kingdom laws? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what kingdom law is? Y'all join my Kingdom Code mentorship. We drop a new law every week, and we have Zooms every month. Okay, let me break down the kingdom codes for you guys right quick. Kingdom law, kingdom law, kingdom law, kingdom law, kingdom law. Okay. So kingdom laws are spiritual systems that were put in place by God, not religion. Not religion. For all you, no, not religion. These are unchanging, incorruptible laws that govern increase, hello, abundance, and order. Just like gravity governs the earth, they are built into creation itself. Oh, this is good. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be religious. You don't even have to feel it. All you have to do is apply the principles and you'll participate in the promise. Here's the truth. You can be saved and still broke if you don't know the system. You can be gifted and still stuck if you don't know the laws. You can fast, pray, shout, and cry. But if you don't move in principle, you won't get results. Kingdom laws are predictable. They are cause and effect. They do not respond to tears. They respond to obedience. Hello. They respond to obedience. Let me say that again. You can be saved and still broke if you don't know the system. You can be gifted and still stuck if you don't know the laws. You can fast, pray, shout, and cry, but if you don't move in principle, you won't get results. Kingdom laws are predictable. They are cause and effect. They do not respond to tears, they respond to obedience. Favor, grace, and mercy. We are given those. Kingdom systems, these things in the kingdom principle, you earn them. This is something you earn. You can't earn grace, favor, and mercy. But you can earn what's in the system. I'm so excited because I'm standing on these principles and I'm unmovable and unshakable, baby, when it comes to it. So if you're the type of person, you know you need it. You trying to figure out why things aren't changing for me. Why I'm doing all this crying. Why I can't get out of this struggle. Lord, why me? Join my Kingdom Code mentorship. It's only $5 a month. It will change your life. I was talking to Linda this morning. She's like, I just wake up and win, man. Because y'all know we did wake up and win April and June. And we got up and we was on Zoom every morning at 5 a.m. We was talking about kingdom laws, principles, and things like that. Wake up and win. But we actually was doing the book, the magic, but I end up incorporating, kingdom principles and stuff in with it. But anyway, she was so excited, man. And she was one of the young ladies that applied the principles, right? Let me let y'all hear her testimony right quick, baby, because I don't just talk. Listen. I'm about it. I don't just talk about it. I'm about it. I live this. I live this.
It really just changed me. If I would have never came across TikTok, I would have never made all of this possible. You just set a spark in me. Just me coming across you. Look at it now. What is it in 28 days? And I got a freaking office. I got a website. All these things going on. Baby, I started listening to them kingdom principles. I said, man, kingdom principles changed my life.
Did you ask to come on here, y'all? I'm sorry.
I wanted to wake up and win because I had been listening to you with the kingdom principles. I kept you on live. And then I was like, I tried to wake up. Man, I mixed some kingdom principles with that wake up and win. And it was like, boom. It was like a magic combustion, baby. I said, shit.
Baby, I'm so excited because this is the thing. You got so many people so religious, they so spiritual, spooky, and struggling like a mug. This ain't got nothing to do with religion. I'm so grateful and so thankful that God is not a God of emotions. Baby, stand on principles, order, law. Hello. Hey, y'all, man. What's going on, lady? Did you ask to come on? I'm sorry. What's going on? Hey, girl. You need to join, Monica. You need to join my Kingdom Code mentorship, man. You need to join. Bonnet life, baby, but you making it bad. Listen, sometimes it's in the link tree in my bio. Yeah. What's that background noise, Yolanda? Okay. It was probably because I was playing a live. Yeah, it's in the link tree in my bio. If you always in the struggle and don't know how to get out, honey, join my Kingdom Code mentorship. It's only $5 a month. That's it. That's it. I feel like everybody should know these kingdom principles in the system. We don't know. It's not taught in church. The only person I heard talk about kingdom principles was Miles Monroe. That was the only person I heard talk about it. That was the first time I heard, but not in this form. But I learned a lot from Miles Monroe. Yep, $5 a month. Can y'all hear Yolanda? There she go. Do you have a Bluetooth hooked up? I don't know what that is. It's like that's what it sounds like. It said, yeah, it's only $5 a month, girl. Join the Kingdom Code mentorship. I'm so excited because when I did Wake Up and Win, we was up every day at 5 a.m. So I'm so excited about it. Yeah, go ahead. We'll see what it do. 21st.
District. People to be done now. Even you understand that once you get into the field, you understand what I mean by labs. But I made my first day with my one of my partners here in Missouri. We made $15.89. Last Monday, I got a call. Hey, can you go and do a random Ford truck drivers coming to Missouri? Yeah. Took me 15 minutes. Me and another lady that I partnered with this new through one of Coach Portia's students. She's a trainer, and she had never done a random before, so I went with her to show her how to do it and everything because she didn't feel comfortable. And it took us 15 minutes. That's what, $450?
Damn. $450. I was wondering how much you charge. Good job. Good job.
Today I'm working on my marketing. I put out this morning, and Tuesday. And I wasn't even aware that I was a little upset about it, but the fact that I set my own time, I set my own schedule. I can get out of the market. At the end of the conversation, I'm still subject to taking DOT drug tests. I know what the companies are looking for, and I know how to market myself towards the companies that need that type of stuff, DOT and non-DOT. So I do have a office as well as mobile as well. I do have an office now. So it's just, it's up from here. I'm actually gonna. I met a Friday for my birthday. I was out for my birthday weekend. I was just out and about, and I met. And I started talking to him. I'm just friendly. I just started talking to him. And he was saying that he was like, what you doing this weekend? I'm like, I got somebody taking me out to breakfast, whatever. He said, well, I'm in a car club. I'm having a car show. And they call me Mustang. So they call me Mustang so-and-so. I was like, okay, cool. I said, so what do you do for a living? He said, I'm an airline pilot.
Cha-ching.
I'm going to send him an email over to the HR department so they can get me on. So I should be ready next week to thanks for gifts to come in and do what they need me to do for us, the drug testing and everything. So it's, I mean, guys, it's the money is out here, and even when we think it's saturated, it's not. I went by my office the other day that was closed. They do DNA testing. They did a lot of stuff, but the office was closed in the middle of the day.
Baby, people don't be working.
Business up and making some extra coins on the side.
Period.
In the morning. Yeah. So it's definitely money out to be made. Don't let fear. Money to take a class. I was on the budget. I put it on what they call it.
I got Klarna, Afterpay, Stizzle, and ShopPay.
You get tired of going through the same cycle. I was making decent money driving the bus, but I was tired. I didn't have time for myself. I was getting up early in the morning, going to work, and I come home, it's dark. What type of life is that?
Right.
I'm in the kitchen right now at 10:57 in the morning. You can make your own schedule. So I keep myself open just in case somebody say, hey, I got a post accident or I need you to go to and do the yeah, a line. You get tired of saying you will lines. Yeah, exactly. I'll tap the screenshot line, tap share the line out to the people. But Coach Portia, I really appreciate everything, you know. I can call her or text her like, hey, Coach Portia, I need help with XYZ. I'm new to it. But if I get stuck, Coach Portia, I need your help. You should be on it. You know? And even when I lost my job, you know, she encouraged me, you know, hey, it's not the end. Because God does things strategically. And I didn't know why he did, but hey, I'm glad he did it because I would have stayed at that job and been complacent and comfortable.
Yes. Yes.
Using the kingdom principles every day. Wake up and using principles at work. You know, you can see what I've been doing. You know, I'm working on my website. I'm marketing. I'm doing a what they call it blog. I'm doing a blog on my Facebook page where you know a daily blog. Every day I post a blog about safety, transportation. You know, staying compliant. So you know, just gotta get out there and do the work. You know, I don't know everything, but I'm learning as I go, and I'm constantly, you know, trying to challenge myself to learn more and to do more. But yeah, it's. I'm telling you, I think I start my business about $600.
Mm-hmm.
That's not including the claim. It's just like buying something I need for its printers, space, you know, renting that space. So yeah, it's just you gotta do the work. Do the work. It's just so I can't even imagine the money that I will make, and I put a number on it for the next 6 months. You know what I want to see, and you know from where I started, and I'm believing God. I know God's gonna work it out, but yeah, I'm just pacing myself. I know it's gonna blow up.
Yeah, you're doing everything you're supposed to do. That's principle. Period. Listen, but look, when you touched on the freedom, see, that's the thing. Freedom is everything. Because, Yolanda, when you started marketing and doing everything. You got the work before you even got a lab. But you also said that you wanted to do this full time. Then what happened? You got a way out. You got a way out and you took it, right? But that freedom is everything, because now that you have freedom, you touched off into this. Now you got companies contacting you to write their program for them. You know, their work program so I got to be careful with the words on here, but for workplace testing, you know, it is just you just opening more streams of income, because when you start doing something new, it gives birth to money making ideas. That's why it's so important to say yes when you're scared, broke, whatever. You gotta say yes, because you can't go nowhere but up. Period. Because we're following a principle. God's law don't fail. Period. And work coming through.
Business for a company that wants me to come in and do some work, do some
Angel, God didn't give you the spirit of fear.
Business here in my state, and we put it together. She's new and I'm still new as well. And some tips on how to because
I forgot I had my other platforms still on mute. I forgot I still had my other platforms on mute. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all was hanging out. Anyway, no negative thought goes unchecked over here. I'm very intentional about what comes out of my mouth. I'm very intentional about how I speak, right? What I say, how I'm listen. You gotta act and move a certain type of way, bro. You gotta get up out of the bed a certain type of way. You got to get up expecting. Hello, they say successful people make their bed in the morning. Get up, make your bed in the morning. Hello, move by way of hey, I'm putting myself in position to make it. Get up, visualize, baby. Hello, uh, visualize and do a skit with yourself, baby. One day I got at my desk, I was talking to my assistant, baby, my assistant. I said, yes, you need me to sign this check for $500,000 for this location. No problem. Here you go. Let me get on the phone. Hello, you depositing that what into my account? Okay, no problem. Baby, I don't care. Listen, because if you can be, why be depressed when you can be delusional? Listen, if you can overthink bad things, you can overthink good things, baby. Because I ain't got time for that. I am protected. I'm health. I'm wealth, abundance. I'm money, and I always make it. And I'm gonna show up every day. And you know what? I'm showing up every day to show y'all. For those of you on the outside looking in, trying to see what it is that I do or need that motivation to show up for your business, this is what I'm doing. I'm showing up every day. You got universities that they enroll 18.1 million students per year. They make $993 billion. So if these type of universities can make that type of money, enroll them type of students, how come I can't? Who says I can't? But I gotta show up. Hello? I gotta show up, and I show up for my business, and I talk about my program every day. If somebody listening or not, if I got a like or not, a share or not, a comment or not, I'm showing up. And that's what you gotta do. You have to show up. Everything I touch turned to gold. That's a fact. But through knowledge and understanding, a man creates wealth. I can't skip the learning process. I can't skip nothing. I have to go through all the steps as well. I have to learn as well. I have to steward as well. Hello? I have to sow my seeds as well. I don't get to skip nothing. I have to show up. And so do you. And I show up and I started off by saying yes. YES. Movement is needed. Movement is magic. What my book at? It is not our light. It is not our darkness that scares us. It's our light. It's the light that scares people. It ain't hard being light. It's light. You need to be light. Other people don't know how to be light. You need to be courageous. Other people don't know how to be courageous. They need you to be courageous. They need you to be light. People are afraid to be light because they don't want to play full out. Now, if I play full out and I show up, people are watching me and they're going to expect me to keep going. And maybe I don't want to keep going. Maybe I want to stop. Maybe I don't want to play full out. Maybe I don't want to show up every day because people watching me now, so they're going to expect me to be great. Baby, be great. Hello? Be great. Hello? So listen, I'm gonna be the one to prove that God's principles are real. Hello? They real and they work. It's just like you would have did everything for your child, your kids. You would have set them up for greatness, and then they go out here and be a fool and lose everything and showing up like they ain't got no damn sense. You at an event, they come showing up, look all like they all thrown away, acting all foolish, and they like, that's your mom, that's your children. You like, hell no. I gave you everything. I have given you everything to thrive and survive, to thrive. And you choose not to. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I've given it to you. Now don't try to blame me. Now other people looking at you. That's why people like to say, that's the God you serve. God don't have no respect to person. God is giving you everything you need. It's up to you to use it. You decide not to use it. You deciding to play scared, be in fear, operate in fear, and let other people trick you out your spot. Other people that are negative, other people that their nervous system is jacked up, they don't see themselves having nothing, and you're going to them for advice? How could you? How could you? Misery loves company, baby. They want you to be broke too. They want you to be struggling too. And they want you to sing the same tune that they're singing. Everybody broke. Look at the economy. Inflation is like, baby, that's the song and dance that people singing out here, baby, not me. You will not. No. Money is a energy that flows freely to all. And I am money. And I am currency. I ain't worried about no money. How you gonna worry about money when you are money? Come on, bro. Y'all stop playing. Anyone gonna go? Any questions, guys, before I end the live? Thank you guys for kicking it with your girl today. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Y'all heard Yo's story. I'm so excited for her, man. I am results driven, right? I create winners. I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. You got a lot of people that sell courses. I create winners. I don't feel like, oh, they just selling courses. They just make money. I know people. My people make money. I create winners with an S. Go to my profile, look at testimonials, and think about. I haven't even posted all my testimonials yet, man. It be so many people that's out here working. I don't even listen. I don't even be posting everything. This is just what I do. I'm not new to this, guys. I'm true to this. I've been helping people get to a bag. It's impossible. It's impossible to be connected to me and not get a bag. Only way you don't get a bag is if you don't want one. That's gonna be the only way. Other than that, you're gonna get a bag, but you gotta want it. You see what I'm saying? Do you want the bag? You gotta want it, right? So anyway, I got a one-on-one today. What time my one-on-one today? Let me see. What time is my mock exam today? Where my calendar is? Let me see. Oh, 3 o'clock. Okay. Anyway, guys, but that's it for today, guys. There's a form on here you can fill out if you want to fill that form out. If you have questions about registering for my course. If you look like me, you need to register for this course. They land black people out left and right, baby. You gotta own something. You gotta be the boss. You gotta be the boss. You gotta put yourself in position where it don't matter what color you is. Because out here in this industry, it's recession proof. You gotta own your own stuff. You can't let nobody, baby, starve you out. If you look like me, hit the link tree in my bio and register for this course. Point blank in the period. Anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Y'all have an amazing day in the zoo.